Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. The perennial Pro Bowler Justin Tucker has it on the tee. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the option, it's Swift, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Going to go right back to Henry. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He's across midfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second down, Jackson. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Jackson up top again. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. He'll go again here with Henry. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Baltimore.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be.
He fumbled the football. And the defense has it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
To the left side, he's got Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Williams to throw on second down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. And they'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that is just the spark you are looking for coming out of halftime. And you find yourself down, you need a little change of mindset, you need someone to be the spark, and that might be the ticket right there.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8, and he's going to be taken down.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Scott now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught, and he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Scott now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, here's Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Going up top and looking for Andrews. That is caught. What a throw. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. So again, they will try for 2. This time, it comes from the 7-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Soldier Field. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 5. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On the ground, it's Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. Inside the 30. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now, how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Completing that one to Carter. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Josh Metellus. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
The number 1 rule of attempting a red zone pass, Mike, is if you're going to miss, you've got to miss where nobody can get it. And that includes the defense. At least if it goes incomplete, you have a field goal in your back pocket, you come away with points. But instead, you put it close to a defender, he comes up with a huge pick to keep points off the board.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. Inside the 20. And He's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bears. Well, shades of Garo Yepremian back in the 70s for the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. A kicker should kick, not throw, and we see why there.
Yeah, and I think it's time they might go back to the drawing board on that one there, Mike. You just don't see it a lot. A kicker attempting to play quarterback. In this case, it backfires the other way, and the defense is able to capitalize for 6.
So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
I wonder if the quarterback just lost track of where he was on the field. I mean, he did a really nice job, Mike, keeping his eyes downfield, looking for someone in a second reaction scramble drill to work themselves open. But as he found himself that close to the sideline, that becomes a throwaway. Don't just casually run out of bounds and take the loss for a sack.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Now it's going to be third down. Darnold taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
Oh, and they brought the heat trying to block the punt. But without the open target he was relying on, the punter turned quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball. That pressure helped create a sense of panic and led to a throw right towards that defender.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they get this one across midfield to the 47.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Soldier Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 64 yards. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now Fields. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
To throw, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the 50, here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw is Williams. finds his target, Allen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing again here, Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Williams flush to his right. That's to Moore, he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And a heck of a return as he out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Fields. Man open left side, it's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now Fields going to move him around. Throwing again on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Fields. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Throwing is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. Now is 2nd and 10. To throw once more. Here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
From the gun, here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A handoff for Warren. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To throw, Williams steps away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. Scott now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Everett in motion here. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Yeah. inside the 40. DeAndre Swift. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Right to the air is Prescott. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
On first down, it's Swift. Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Off play action. Here's Williams. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Going to throw it here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's 3rd and 7. operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up a third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this ball incomplete on third down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On play action, here's Williams. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he fires one incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To the air, Williams. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Steven Sims. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
Now 3rd down and very long. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he's out right at the 25. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Williams. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing is Williams. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. This is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now Jackson going to shift him around. A first down carry for Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now. It's Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Inside handoff, Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing again here, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. 3rd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll go play action here with Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. And this one. Out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll get about 6 there. setting up second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On the option, it's Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think you should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line.
For the return, here comes Britton Covey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Hurts to the air on first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Hurts. That is caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. first and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Hurts now. A short throw taken in by Goddard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
The challenge of defending a dual threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Scott now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a